Hi, everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey Now. I am Audrey. We are a healing podcast, and the guides have asked me, actually, have no politics, so I shall not be discussing politics, but we can discuss. I'm going to make this show a potpourri of a bunch of different topics. So maybe I'll give it the title Topics of Interest, including Three Eye Atlas and a few other situations, because we are at such an amazing time in our story as beings on this earth that I will eclipse, not the actual eclipse, will eclipse a bunch of things together. If you don't know me, I am an ever evolving being, is how I'm calling myself now. But I am a healer, I'm an author, I'm a writer, I'm an artist, I'm an evolving person who is literally enjoying my life tremendously as I gallivant through the years and evolve through the years. And if you want that for yourself, my first and biggest suggestion, well, okay, a couple of them, love yourself. If you don't know how, look at my course, Morph into the Magic of Self-Love, Soul Essence Self and Ego Personality Self. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to get to where you want to go. And that's not a surface thing. That's not buying more garbage or more stuff for yourself and getting more this, that, and the other. That's not what self love is. That's accoutrement, which is nice, but that's not self love. Okay, so that's number one. And number two, take care of your health, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your psychological health. Did I say spiritual? Your spiritual health, your health with other people. Although I spend a lot of time by myself, I definitely have friends. Definitely there's family. Not everyone is fully connected at the moment, although underneath I do know that they are. I know this. Um, and however you call it, whatever your language might be, it is extremely important to connect with what I call source. Goddess, God, Source, Allah, Great Spirit, the universe, the multiverse, whatever you call it, the it, from which we all, insofar as I have been able to ascertain at this point in my ongoing journey of life, are part of. And it's a multiverse, it's not simply a universe. And we have gone beyond the quantum realm, we are in it, which is why I'm going to speak about a bunch of things. So, what did I say? I'm going to call it potpourri of topics. Okay? And so, let us start with our breathing attunement because, babies, we need to breathe. And for those of you, because I've heard people say to me, oh, I don't need that. And I'm thinking, really? Okay, because if we don't breathe well, and get as much oxygen into our bodies, into our muscles, into our blood, into our brain. That was like a combination. Into our vibrational energy, because we're made of energy. We are made of source stuff. That's what we are. Do we have to aspire to it and grow it and build it and live it? Yes. Does it happen automatically? No. No. So I've been keeping the breathing attunements rather simple. Kiss, keep it simple, sweetie, so that we all get to do it. I'm going to put my hand on my heart, which can focus your energy there. And the breathing we're going to do, which one are we going to do? Okay. Breathe in for 4, hold for 3, exhale for 5. I will count it at the beginning, and then I'm just going to do it. So get yourself comfortable. This is your opportunity to do it with me. Then you can do it all on your own. This is simply so you have practice. Wear something comfortable. If you are able to, take off your shoes, loosen your clothing, sit comfortably, be in a beautiful area or whatever. When I, at some point, I'm not doing it yet, take my laptop into my gallery. I have a gallery, Galeria Corazon de Diosa, or Goddess Heart Gallery here in Puerto Viejo. Then you'll see the art. I brought one piece out here for you. Oh, you see the tip of it, which I will show you. It's called Breathing Renewed. So you can put your hand on your heart or not, and inhale from your, I can't show you, or we could disconnect. Inhale from your diaphragm, and if you need to practice by putting your hand on your diaphragm at first, do that, because the diaphragm, when you inhale, should pop out a little bit like a bellows. When you exhale, come in a little bit, because you're literally breathing energy in and out, in and out. So I'm putting my hand on my heart right now. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Notice how you feel. So why do we do these breathing attunements in addition to bringing oxygen into our body, our thoughts, our awareness, helping to open our brain? I don't mean literally, although who knows, maybe. It's so that we can align the heart brain with the head brain. We also have a gut brain. And the heart brain is the strongest. And when they are aligned, you are aligned. And then it's easier to align with the earth resonance, the Schumann resonance, I believe that's what it's called, of the earth plane. And then go higher and beyond. And we are all capable of this. Those of you who love Yeshua, who some call Jesus, that wasn't his name, but who love Yeshua, he taught a lot of this stuff. He learned this stuff. He studied. He studied in India, he studied in Egypt, he studied in Israel, and he studied in other places. You too can study. And what he said, what I do, you can also, and more. That is true. That doesn't happen if you sit around denigrating yourself, saying you're nothing. Don't do that. I used to do that a lot. No. So our affirmation for today, affirmation is a statement of intention, intent, power, and action. Life now is not solely about sitting around, although very important to take vacations, respites, times of rest, times of quiet, times of stillness. As much as possible, do it near nature. I live in Costa Rica at this point in my life. So most of Costa Rica is beautiful. Do I think every part? Not so much. I'm not in the cities. Not a fan. And I'm from, to me, one of the biggest cities on the planet. Born in Brooklyn, New York. Lived in Manhattan for many, many, many years. I know cities. Now, quiet. And yet much happening. It's time to be closer to nature. It's time to relate to nature, especially people that are so technical. Not the way to go. I know some of you are all into this whole transhuman. No, I'm going to tell you, not the way, because what happens, there's that expression, use it or lose it. If we stop using parts of our being, whether it's writing, and I understand using AI for help, I could definitely use some help. Actually, if you'd like to support moving forward now, I think I'm allowed to receive donations freely given. I also have a nonprofit, but this would be for the podcast. Zella to me, 917-494-0628. Play this again to get the number, or look on my website, Audrey Now, AudryenoW.com. And it should say Goddess Heart after you have zelled it. That's my organization. Anyway, our organization. So, the breathing helps you be aligned, helps you get centered, helps you lift your frequency higher, 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 higher. And you can do it wherever you are. So the affirmation for today, statement of power, intent, and action is, I am made of source stuff, and I take actions every day to evolve myself. I am made of source stuff, and I take actions every day to evolve myself. Self, remember, is capital S, little s, E-L-F. Soul, essence, self, and ego, personality, self. You can capitalize source if you want, or stuff, because source is the all in all that we're all connected to. Everyone is. Even people who play the fool and are sociopathic and are behaving in somewhat abominable ways to other people, they are still made of that. They may not be activating it, but that doesn't mean they're not made of it. So again, say this, feel this, be this. You don't just rattle it off. You have to feel it. It has to feel real for you. I am made of source stuff, and I take positive actions every day. I evolve myself every day. And be with that. And literally take an action every day. It could be making a phone call. It could be tweaking a belief system. It could be eating better food. It can be whatever it is. For me, part of what it is doing this podcast. The guidance I received whenever it was, some little while ago, was I needed to talk to the world again. So I'm using the podcast to do that. So I am painting again. So this one is called what do I call it? Renewing breathing. Can you see it? Renewing breathing. You can hang it up in any direction. Any direction. I wired them that way. They open your energy. They bring a smile to your heart. Yes, it's an Audrey. Did I make an Om? No, I redid something. I don't know if this one's an Audrey Omar, but it's definitely an Audrey. This one, if she likes it, is going to my first granddaughter when she graduates from high school. This is one of my frequency stones. They have crystals on them, so does the art. They are programmed for health, wellness, beauty, positivity. You can program them yourself. So, what shall we talk about? So, many of you, if not all of you, have undoubtedly, although who knows, heard of what is it, 3-eye atlas, that a lot of scientists are debating whether it is a comet. I don't think it's a comet. I tuned in on it to see what it was because it's not behaving like a comet. It doesn't do what a comet is, and I didn't vibe it exactly as a comet. What I got is it has consciousness. I don't know if everything has consciousness, by the way. This book has consciousness. Everything has consciousness. Everything on some level is alive. We live in an alive universe, multiverse. The fact that most of us and many do not know it is because of our own limitations, our own inability to see, feel, sense a lot of stuff. It isn't because certain things don't exist. Oh God, I had no idea I was going to say. I follow the guidance. I had a certain operation when I was 17. I had breast reduction. I was like this. I'm still ample, but I was beyond ample. And I was 17 in 1959. You go figure it out. So I asked the doctors because they removed 10 pounds. And I am not even 5'1" at that time. Now I'm 4'10", okay? And so I asked if they could put that into my tush because I'm small there. And they looked at me like I was crazy and said it can't be done. And I'm a clairvoyant, okay? So you don't say that to me when I know it can be done because I know. And I looked at them, a 17-year young lady, and said, you just don't know how to do it now. So they really thought I was crazy. So that some people do not understand that everything is alive, that's not because they're correct. It's because they don't have the ability to feel, see, know in any way, shape, or form. So I feel that I could be wrong here. 3-eye atlas has consciousness and it's here to help us. Why our species seems to go into fear, and I do too, at almost anything new, is not a positive situation unless you know, okay, I go into fear first. It's part of my behavior pattern. Now let me really tune in and look at it, raise my frequency, start by doing your breathing attunement and doing higher and higher, lighter and freer, so you can get centered. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not. You're just going to go into fear at almost every little thing. And do I think our species does that a lot? Yeah, look at the stupid wars. That's all fear. That's all ego. That's terror. That's not strength. To me, it's DNS. Dumb and stupid. Yes, I said it. I don't mean to judge. So that's for me. I am allowing myself and working on releasing judgment. Have I released all of it? Clearly, no, because I do think, unless it's an assessment, that the way certain, okay, so I'm not allowed to do politics, but the way certain countries behave, the way certain people behave, if they feel threatened, that could be anyone. Could be a woman wearing the new dress, and someone goes, "Nyeh," so she can feel less than. She doesn't need to. She doesn't have to take any of that personally. Nobody does. Live your life from your heart and your soul, not from your ego. No, definitely not from your ego. The ego is almost invariably incorrect. Its job, joy of being, is not to tell you how to live. That's your heart. That's your soul. That's your higher self. That's what shows you and guides you in how to live. If you're going to ask me, am I a happy person? By and large, yes, I am, actually. Are there things in my life and with different people I would change and tweak? Yes. Do I have the ability to do that? I have the ability to tweak this myself. You have the ability to tweak you. I do not. I can help give you suggestions. If you're one of my clients, hi, and you come for a session, which we can do over the phone, unless you want to come to Costa Rica, or pay my fare, airfare to wherever, and then I will visit you, not where it's freezing cold and you're not such a fan, and all that. Then it would be wise of you to dialogue about the guidance and usually to follow it. I've been doing my work professionally for a lot of years, and I can tell you this: when people follow the guidance, they prosper. When they don't, okay? I know people in my personal life who didn't want to listen to the guidance. I'm sorry, but they ended up dying. That doesn't mean you will die if you don't listen to the guidance. Doesn't mean that. Nor does it mean I'm always right. Let's get that clear. This isn't ego. It does mean I'm a really good clairvoyant. It does mean that. Perfect? No. No. Stop looking for that. Learn to develop your own intuition, which, if you do work with me, you will. You will shift. All of my clients do. So, there's that, what is it, 3-eye atlas? I feel it has consciousness of some kind. I feel it's here to do some benefit. Does everyone agree? A lot of the healers do. The scientists, they're mostly scared. Is that smart? No. Does it mean not to have certain preparations? Have them. We have a comet called Apophis, Apophus, I think, Apophis, coming in 2029. I think it's in April. I forgot exactly. And it's coming very close to the Earth. Can that create a little bit of havoc? Yes, it can. In fact, a lot of us feel that this atlas thing, this 3-eye atlas, is already creating changes, sending out positive energy. Our planet, our whole solar system, is going through the photon belt. We're getting a lot of light energy sent to us. So if you are evolving and you don't know how to deal with it, then you can get very confused. You can get tired. You could even get dizzy. I don't like that. I sometimes get dizzy. Not a fan. Okay, make sure you're eating well. Make sure you're drinking the best water you can find. I recommend Kangen water. Yes, I'm a distributor. Oh, what's my website? Yeah, I forgot what my one website is. Um, Audrey Now Water, maybe. Um, .com. And take actions. Stop blaming others for your life. Oh, I did it because she said a word to me. So what? You might not like the word. You might not like the action. That doesn't give you the right to then retaliate in a negative way. We as a species and as individuals need to stop doing that. Does that include me? Yes, it does. Absolutely. Is that always easy? Not yet. Getting easier and easier. Read the book The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Refrain from taking things personally. It doesn't mean not to listen or take the wisdom. But if somebody, you make food and they go, yuck, maybe it is yuck, maybe it's not. I'm mostly raw vegan. Everyone else doesn't eat that. Do I care? Nah. I think it's better for them, at least some of it, but if they don't want to eat it, then don't. It's your personal choice. I can tell you it's not the main way of eating in Costa Rica. That is for sure. Although the food here is good, by and large. Find out if it's been sprayed wherever you are. Refuse to make the assumption that all the food is excellent. No, there's too much spraying, fumigating, poisoning of food. The soil, for the most part, is poisoned. So is the water. So is the air. So that means people are. And this whole thing with those little bitty plastics, microplastics, it's in your every aspect of you. Sexual organs, breast milk, men also, not breast milk, their sex organ, it's in any part of anyone, possibly. I'm not saying everybody's got it everywhere. I'm not saying that at all. So it's important to have wisdom. And please do not come to me and tell me I don't have the money. I understand that. I'm living incredibly mindfully. Incredibly mindfully. And creating as I go. Now I have adorable paintings. And yes, they are all available, including my big ones, my 5 feet by 4 foot paintings in Florida galleries. They are all available. So if you're using the excuse, I don't have the money, so I have to buy garbage to eat, no, you don't. Get together with other people, buy some organic stuff in bulk, eat them, decide what you're going to get, decide who's going to pick it up, decide how it's going to be prepared, create little groupings so that you can have the money for it. Change how you look at stuff. If you go, I don't trust this one, I don't trust that one, then find people you trust. And why don't you trust them? Are you not trusting other human beings that are ostensibly your friends? Are you untrustworthy? Look at these things. Stop lying to yourself about anything. If someone asks you how you feel and you go, fine, 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 and you feel crummy, say, nah, so. You don't have to give a story. You can say, I'm on the way to feeling better. Find a positive way to tell the truth. I have discovered, not happily, that a lot of people lie to themselves and everyone else, and they know it doesn't matter. It's a little white lie. So what is that, a racist thing? And if it was a black lie, it would be a big lie? That's racial. So look at where racism is hidden in things when you go, oh no, I didn't mean it that way. Yes, part of you may have. Pay attention to hiccups, to everything with love. And the biggest thing is forgiveness, letting go. Here is David, I'll get his last name. He taught me this. I've said it on other shows before. Forgiveness is being free of the negative effects of anything anyone, including the self, has done or omitted doing. Work on yourself to achieve that. David Markowitz. And now, my appreciations. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being interested in taking steps for your own growth. The more of us that evolve, the better the earth is. And remember, please, like or love, subscribe, and share this podcast. One, so we can grow and help make more changes, and two, so you can grow. Let other people know about us. And let me know what you would like me to discuss or do. Thank you. Bye bye.